Why, hello there, internets. Hello, Terra. Terra, Terra, Terra. Just like Duke Nukem, little dancing. I will never admit that I did it. Alright, looks like we are good. Audio's at 15% in the game. Let me know if it's a little loud when we start casting spell effects and things like that. We are playing Terra today. It's not technically free to play yet. It's coming up in, who knows, sometime in February. No official date yet. However, in the United States, you can play the Discovery Edition, which is their free limited trial that they had when it was sub-based. You can play that all the way up to level 28. And you are allowed to roll that account, if you make one, into a free-to-play account. So, even though it's not technically free-to-play yet, you can play it for free and have full access to everything up until level 28 when it converts to free-to-play. So, we're going to be rolling on Nadelia. That is a 24 Hunter on Tempest Reach. If any of you are there, feel free to shoot me a little invite. My warrior there is like level 33, 34... evasion tank. So here we go. Yay for Terra. Hello, Zake. Yes, I'm playing an archer, Terra Nova. Archer, archer, archer. Holy hell, that was quick. Who is Anarchy? Are you in the chat there? Which one is UB? Which one is UB? Yeah, Max, my 34 Shadow. Okay, great. My 34 was actually when I subbed to the game when it first came out. The Hunter I just rolled when they added a bunch of free days to previous subscribers' accounts. So there you go. Let's I don't know if the owner has already taken the pictures and whatnot, but it doesn't look like on a mount's gonna work. There's my sexy beast. No Elin. No Elin. Don't do it. When it's free to don't stop. Don't do it. No Elin. I'm warning you now. Don't roll an Elin. Nice horse. Thank you. It is pretty badass. Look at that guy. So here's what I thought we would do, since we haven't really done this in a lot of games. We're going to actually queue for the first instance, and then we'll go and we'll do some quests. And if we pop a queue during the stream, great. We'll run the first instance, which I'm a level or two above, but no big deal. It's 20, 21, 22, and it's called Bastion of Lock. Dun, dun, dun. You know when a game is good when you go jiggly boobs. Well, you definitely have some jiggly boobs in this game here. Where the hell was I questing? These are my story. These are all Bastion of Lock. Let's take those out right now. And so we were headed to Celestial Hills. And of course, I'm not in Lumbertown to teleport, so we'll be a hoofing it, which means you get to see some of the environment on my way. Yeah, Zake says even on my new PC, I can only run this on low. It is a little intensive right now, and you'll have to forgive me if along the way there's a bump in the graphics every once in a while, maybe a little clip or a little lag. I am running still at 720 on high. So that you guys can see it in 720, but then I'm also streaming and watching the stream as well. So if my horse clips every once in a while when I summon it, forgive me. As soon as you start the game, disable global chat. Has global chat active. Yes, I actually... Snow, I did say that. In a free-to-play cast, disable global chat. As soon as you log in. I turned it back on for the stream today. After the stream... It's getting turned right back off. If you play and you... Global chat to me is moderately amusing now and then, but it's pretty much the same things over and over again. Where the hell was I going? Oh, I gotta go all the way over there to walk around this mountainside. There's trolls about World of Warcraft was the first MMO. I mentioned that. I mentioned Alienware is the best computer as another troll. Then you will also see somebody will say movie titles with Elin in them, which if you don't know, Elin is a race that is in the game. They look like children. You will be mercilessly teased and ridiculed and called pedo bear if you roll an Elin when it comes out. They're kind of cute, but they do look childlike. Although nobody really said much if you rolled a Taru in Final Fantasy XI. So yeah, that's in global chat, and then sometimes Baraka, which is another class. It's movie titles with Baraka in it. So it's nothing but trolls. You won't get much done in global chat. Shut it off. I left it on for the entertainment factor. Goodman says, why is global chat so bad? I don't think it's bad. I mean, it amuses me sometimes when I'm just walking around doing quests and whatnot, and I'm reading stupid stuff. But it's literally nothing but stupid stuff and trolls. That's it. Or trolling. I shouldn't say trolls, because there are people that just hang out to watch. What's my in-game name? Nadelia? N-A-D-E-L-L-I-A. And I'm not picking up any of these crafting nodes that you see because my character is already crafted beyond these, that they're not really of any value to me. Yeah, they already talk about other MMOs. Like I said, you always see WoW is the WoW was the first MMO. Oh, another popular one lately is Guild Wars 2. Isn't that game dead? So that's another one there. Blasphemous has added me to the friends list. Yeah, global chat does help pass the grind sometimes. I told you, I'm not opposed to turning it on for sheer entertainment value. But if you're annoyed with that type of stuff, then shut it off. What's up, one man? Ow! It's not dead, I play it. Thank you, Moon. Moon wants us to know that Guild Wars 2 is not dead. Alright, so now the quests I have right now in this zone, you'll see on the right, the orange signifies that that one is a story quest. I've got to defeat a guy and grab his amulet. And the next two are group quests. Around level 20 is when you start first encountering BAMs or big-ass monsters. They are soloable. If you know exactly how to play your class, and you'll probably die once or twice learning the tells of some of the moves that they will do on you. But they are soloable if you're careful, and sometimes it's just damn impressive when you do. But they take a lot longer. Think of them as kind of mini raid bosses or mini party bosses just walking around the world. And you will start seeing those around level 20 when you first start. Your first one will be a Basilisk quest. And these are... One of my quests on the right is to kill one of these Kumas. So that's one of them. Alright, we're gonna help this cat out here. Don't worry, bud, I got the ads for you. There we go. If you did not know, also, action combat. Tried to solo a Basilisk, got down to 40%. Oh, that's wrong. Give you a little poison. Now you're gonna see this icon popping up right next to my crosshair. What happens is some abilities chain together, and rather than you... Get the hell out of here. Man, he came a-flying at me. Rather than have you remembering certain button press icons, and 2, then 4, then this one goes with this one, the game will actually cue you. For instance, I'm going to hit 3 and use a poison attack, and it's instantly going to queue and tell me if I hit spacebar, I can cast the next ability in that chain. I did it, and the next ability just popped up there again. I got knocked down, so it cues you and lets you know what abilities are best to be using if you want to chain things together. This is a little charge attack. You can move while charging, which I should have started a little earlier. I draw mad aggro. I don't think this is going to count for me, because that other character had it tagged first. Yep. Are there death penalties? Kind of. Let's see. Just below my HP MP bars up there, you will see... Am I going the right way? Yes. You'll see a little heart with the number 115 in it. That is stamina. So who is that? The good man. That's stamina bar, and or stamina level. That will go down after time, just through playing the game. It will also go down significantly if you die. Now you'll notice my HP and MP up there have a plus modifier to the end of it. That's because my stamina is over 100%. So I'm getting extra HP and extra MP because of it. Being over 100%. Now, you can recharge those by standing next to a campfire. And now the heart gets real big and I'm regaining stamina. You also get your buffs from this. When you have a campfire out, you throw charms on it, they'll burn and give you the buff. You almost died when it wasn't even your monster. Yeah, what are you doing? I'm trying to explain the spacebar thing. Makes it nice and easy. Zakito's Azuras look like squirrel cat thingies. Yes, they do. Hey, Magicman, weirdly enough, no one calls Asura players pedos in Guild Wars 2. Good point. Probably because they look like cats. Yes, and internet love them damn cats. Let me guess that you can pay for stamina. No. Nope. No, the free-to-play conversion is actually really well done. The only real things that you're limited on, you can only get 2 character slots, and when I do the first look, I'm going to do it more like I did with the Star Wars The Old Republic, where it wasn't so much a first look of the game, because you've probably already seen that. It was more of a first look. I will not have Noob Island on Terra in the first look. You know, you can see videos of that anywhere. It's going to be more of a comparison of the free versus the pay. So you'll have 2 character slots if you're free. You'll have a limit on the bank slots that you have, and you'll only be able to run the dungeons once per cooldown, where if you pay, you'll get half the cooldown. So you can run 2 in the time it takes somebody to run 1 for being free. If you own the game at any point, even if you never subbed, you're a founder, baby. You get the full 8 character slots, you get the full 200-some bank slots, you get all that jazz. Okay, the guy I'm looking for my story quest is right over here. Doesn't it save progress? I think it does. Does what save progress? You're patching? Yes. Yeah. Hey, Magicman, I was just curious, what's my in real life job? My IRL job. By day... Oh, shit, I should have had the camera turned. This is the guy I needed anyway. My real-life job is I am a software engineer and database manager. Dork. Little dodge. Little dodgy dodge. Get the hell out of here, big boy. You ain't gonna hit me with that. Have a little poison, my friend. Now, Archer, I can be within 19... As long as I'm within 19 meters, I'll hit. But, true to real life, the further away my target is, the less likely I am to... or the less damage I'm gonna do, the further away the target is. So that's why this charged ability, you kind of see me trying to creep up a little bit when I use it. And now he's out of range. Will I do next week Path of Exile live stream Party Mania? Nope. Not gonna do Path of Exile for a while, guys. I'm gonna try not to duplicate games for a greater period of time. And I did Path of Exile like a month ago. Damn it, you creeping. If you ever play Hunter, here's one little trick that I will give you, or tell you. Maybe you know it already. That would be my home phone. That is my mom. This little ability here, this little back step. Nice little, it's the Hunter's main dodge mechanic, is to obviously put range in between you and the target. I don't want to get killed by the respawn, so let's get out of here. What's cool about it, though, is that it does not clip on hitboxes. So, let me go and find a mob and show you a really nifty Hunter trick that if you don't know it, it could help you out at some point. It's actually really good to use against some BAMs, some of the slower ones that have a little a slower time turning around. Because you can let them charge you, like that big one just did. And immediately pop up behind them. So this little guy's coming at me. Of course he dies. Come on, I just need one mob. This little guy is coming at me. As he charges, if you turn your camera and boom, hit the back step, you're immediately behind your opponent. So, just a little tip from the Magicman for you. If you're playing Hunter and you did not know that, the back step does not clip on hitboxes. So you can turn your character away from the enemy, back step, and immediately be behind them. No, the Hunter, good question, Gold Data. The Hunter does not use arrows from your inventory. Can you play with me? Of course. I'm on Tempest Reach is the server I'm on. Target really looks a lot like Guild Wars 2. Kind of only so much you can do with a target circle, right? Yeah, you can see right now that occasionally some of the far-rendered characters are gray until I get pretty close to them because I've got so much going on here at once with a pretty intensive game as far as graphics go. Or resources go, I should say. Investigate. Alright. So, okay, I don't know where this quest is. I could search for it if you want, which I normally do. But I can also click in the quest text. It won't take me there, but it will mark where I should be going. So in this case, just slightly northwest. So is this the best combat for an MMO? I enjoy it. I really do. The only... I subbed for... this is kind of like the Secret World. When I bought it, I subbed for... got my first month free, obviously, and then subbed for maybe 2 months. You son of a... It's my own party. I really liked the combat. The problem is, and I told you this on the free-to-play cast, the drawback is, other than the combat, it's a standard MMO, and it's a standard quest grind MMO. I don't mind. I like a good quest grind, but no, I'm just kidding, Shadow. You can take all of them you want. There's plenty laying around. I don't mind that, but I didn't have a ton of friends that were willing to give the game a shot, so although I like a good quest grind, I would rather play with friends. And so I didn't sub after 2 months. You son of a... really? Oh, I should have gotten that ability off before that. Yeah, if the combat's good, it's worth it. I have fun. I definitely have fun playing it because I don't... People that hate quest grinding, though, you know, the combat's probably not going to be enough for you. But I don't mind a quest grind. I hate mob grinds. That's really the only grind I don't like. Ironically, I still play Final Fantasy XI, which is pretty much nothing but a mob grind when you're leveling, at least. Are the areas separated by loading screens, or is it open world? Okay, when you see the map here and these 5 little zones here, these are totally open world. So I'll move, like when I came here, I started in this town, went through the valley and into the hills, no problem, no load. If you go to a totally new area of zones, sometimes there's a load screen depending on if you're going into an instance or whatever. If you fly from the main towns, it's actually pretty creative, the flight pathing system that they use to bypass the loading screen. The flight will take you through this big, you know, portal looking thing. There actually might be a broken one up in the sky I can show you. Nope. And when you fly through it, you get this, like, hyperspeed tunnel, and your character's still on the mount and everything. And it's loading while that happens, but it never breaks away from your character. And then all of a sudden, when the zone's loaded, you burst through on the other side, and you're in the new zone. So, kind of like Resident Evil way back when. Remember, they used the creaking door? You never lose sight of your character. Yeah, Stargates is a good way to put it. That's kind of what they look like. Thank you, Terra Nova. That's actually a really good analogy. They look like Stargates. Speak with Sarah.
You look like you need
Really? You gave me a quest to speak to you? I want you to leave, come back, and talk to me. Eliminate their protectors. For the sake of streaming, we will be exposing quest targets so that the stream doesn't turn into me looking for something for 20 minutes. Just coming to show off your sexy tune. Alright, one man. A little too high to group. No problem. Hello, Magicman. Flying with Pegasus sometimes are annoying because of the long time. Yeah, but it's... Would you rather a couple seconds of extra flight, or that still keeps you engaged and immersed in the game, or do you want a loading screen? For me, I'd rather watch a couple extra seconds of flight, but I definitely get where you're coming from. Alright, where's these dark imps? Okay. They invented Stargates, but not guns. Or easier to use or less dangerous weapons. Oh, you know, the argument could be made that the lore makes sense. I don't know if I should... Should I say something about that? Yeah, oh yeah, because they expose it. They expose the core concept of it very early to you in the game. In fact, I think part of it's the opening story. This world is totally a dream of 2 slumbering gods and everybody on it and all that jazz. So it actually kind of makes sense, you know? In the dream, they dreamt there were Stargates, but they didn't dream guns, I guess. Or I'm just rationalizing it for you. Why can't I find these dark imps? Oh, our queue popped. Nice. Perfect. It's magic and not technology. There you go. Press N for on-screen map will be much easier. No, I hate that map. I hate that map. I'm sorry. I can't get behind that map. For some reason, Guestly... What Guestly's talking about is I have the transparency on it set to 0, so even pressing N, you won't see it. But there is one of those, like, overlay maps that you can bring up. And then just have it, you know, off to the side of your screen. I'm pointing at my screen like you can see it. Alright, so this is the first instance, Bastion of Lock. And we're waiting for the last character to jump in. Sea combat. I don't think there's any water combat. Again, I'm not max level, but no, I haven't seen anything that would lead me to believe that there is. So it's like an Edgar Allan Poe poem, a dream within a dream. Or, if you're watching The Princess Bride, a dweem within a dweem. Where you go? I'm Shadow. Where are you? Take the queue. We were queued for Bastion of Lock. Take the queue. Or did it? That's weird. I was in a party, but it only brought me, not my party. It must have been because I was queued before we joined up. Sorry, Shadow. I'll be back. I'll be back. Ewalker, no, I did not invite anybody. I was in a queue, and so I just left it alone. I hate those maps, Zake. Ugh. Talk about killing immersion. Another movie quote. I'll be back. Well, that's kind of an easy one. Yeah. So you're in a dream, then what is the point of playing if the dream is going to end anyway? You don't know that. Go ahead and pull. We're fine in here. For crying out loud, we got a 24 and a 25. We'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. This is kind of where I'm interested when we get to the bosses here. Especially if you've played this before, the one boss with all the ads. I'm very interested to see how my PC reacts to not only playing this, streaming, and watching the stream, but then with the addition of all those ads, it'll be interesting. Run, run, run. Maybe it'll make it by the end of the stream. Alright, you got time. I'm in Bastion of Lock. That's pretty lame that even though I was queued before I was in a party, it should have brought my party member. Now, the quests you see completing there are part of two or three repeatable quests that you can get until a certain level. But don't get any plans about power leveling because those repeatable quests, if you have somebody that's above 5 levels from you, you won't be able to get the credit for the kills. So, no way to avoid the quest grind there. Magicman, I play the unlimited trial. For me, what's going to mean? If you're talking about the unlimited trial, which is pretty much Europe's version of the United States or the North America Discovery Edition, except Europe doesn't even have the level 28 limitation. They just have some other restrictions. I don't know what's going to happen for you. You're going to have to look at what GameForge intends to do. I've only been following... Since it's the biggest audience, I've only been following what NMOS is going to do. I would assume it's going to roll over into a free account. I mean, why on earth would they make you... You took part in their trial, now they're going to make you start over? That just seems dumb. But, yeah, you might want to give it a look. Give it a little look-see. They will roll it to free-to-play. Yeah, that's what I assume. Yes, Zen112, good point. The game does support controllers. I've played it with a controller. I played the beta when they first did that, and then back and forth, I've always tried to give it another shot. The problem that I've found with controllers is that You have to have some really, really intelligent mapping. And for me, it's just easier to play with the keyboard and mouse. Because you'll run out of buttons on the controller. So you have to have some really intelligent mapping and planning on what abilities you want mapped where. Dem particle effects. Goodbye. I heard that they're going to do the same as North America. Makes sense. Makes sense. Max that mount is a founder pack. What mount? If you're talking about the ice mount that I have, that's not a founder's pack thing. That's a cash shop thing. Yeah, I do tend to play most games with a controller if I'm given the option. That's just from being a console baby. But this one, it's challenging. You know what? If you're not going to pull, I'm going to start pulling. Don't make me be that guy. Don't make me be that hunter. What are they going to do to make Terra stand out from RPG MMOs? Hope the action combat is enough that when they make it free, you all want to play. They just told me to let the tank pull. I knew that was coming. Magicman, you know when PS2 will release in North America? Nope. Supposed to be sometime early this year is the only time frame they're giving anybody. Sega. So sometime early this year. Just got Dust 514. Still don't get the Eve concept. I never really got into Eve either. So for you PvPers, let's talk about this for a second. Size matters. I'm not... You know my feelings on PvP. I like it, but I'm bad at it. But think about it when you roll your character. Size matters because your hitbox changes. You know, it's not a World of Warcraft type deal where tab, target, boom, it's going to hit. Not only are they moving, but the size of their character model determines the size of the hitbox too. It doesn't impact things to a huge degree, but it can. You know, it can be something you want to take into consideration. Closed beta for Warface. Sorry, PS2 looks outdated. That's just me. I kind of agree with you. Graphically, you know, it doesn't look... It looks like a prettier version of Phantasy Star Online 1. I'm not playing it for the graphics, though. I was a huge Phantasy Star Online fan, so I'm looking for it. And I played PSO2 and loved it. It's possible to sign up for the Elder Scrolls Online beta. Yep, they just started yesterday accepting applications for the Elder Scrolls Online beta. Still don't know a model, but it's going to beta. Yeah, the tank party, the tank in the party is a Lancer, and they use those big, you know, javelin-type weapons. And yeah, some of them are doing, some of those abilities of his are doing AoE splash. He's level, what level is he? 22. So he doesn't have a ranged pull yet. He'll get it in a few levels, so he's just kind of got to run in and grab AoE aggro. I'm just sitting here answering things. I'm not even using abilities. ESO, you thought Ether Saga. What's happening with Neverwinter beta? I remember Raiders was giving out a key for founders. Yeah, and you were getting keys if you pre-ordered Torchlight 2 before it came out, and all kinds of I've had a key redeemed for a long time, and they just gave away alpha keys on their forum the other day. So apparently it's not ready to even go to beta yet. I have an important free-to-play, buy-to-play question. Do I know any video game that's like sci-fi, but has really good ship mechanics, like more people on the ship, like Millennium Falcon? You're getting pretty specific there, brother. No. Okay, so this is a first boss. Chat, maybe you can help Muin out. And no, this little rinky-dink lady isn't the boss. Ah, I thought I was charging an ability there. Magicman, have I played Scarlet Blade yet? It's pretty erotic. Sometimes it looks like the NPCs are just naked. No. I don't think I got into it yet. No, I would remember. I think it's one that just doesn't interest me. Get in range, just barely. Whew. I got clipped. I got clipped. Clipped by that AoE. So you can see that archers have the ability that if I use my auto attack, I can regen mana. So that these abilities may be used. Ah, that sucked. What a waste. That was a waste of about 2k damage. Elin Lancer can reach further than any other Lancer. Can they really? I wouldn't know. I haven't played a Lancer, nor have I played an Elin. Kinda doesn't make sense, but... Or are you global chatting me? Oh, nice, he fell. Get him, jump on him. Are archers no gender locking for any of them, any classes. Hi Magicman, hi MMObombers. Hey Adrian! None of the classes are gender locked. Zake answered you too. Yes, Elin has the longest range. I'm surprised by that. I don't know why. No gender locks, no gender locks, no gender locks. One man wolf pack is here. Basilisk boots. Wow, that's actually a pretty substantial upgrade. I will roll on that. Magicman, know anything about Servarium? Not any more than you do. Another one, Elder Scrolls pay to play or free to play. I think it's gonna be buy to play. We talked about that on the free to play cast. WildStar free to play or pay to play. I think that's gonna be pay to play based on NCSoft. Yeah, I don't think I think WildStar is they're gonna try to do a sub for a little while. Even though, you know, they're the ones watching the success of Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars 2 has obviously a much deeper following, and so they could count on more money up front. I think they're going to try to play it safe and go subscription with WildStar, even though I think it's the wrong move. Hopefully I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because WildStar's another one. It's got you guys are like reading my mind. We talked about this on the free-to-play cast that'll go up tomorrow or Friday. And the question of the week has to do with a lot of these titles. You know, and Ask MMOBomb, I mentioned WildStar because that should go up soon too. Somebody asked how long is too long to be in development, and I brought up the example of WildStar winning most anticipated awards for 2011, at the end of 2011 and at the end of 2012. And that, okay, you know, how many most anticipated awards do you get before you really should just put the damn game out already? If I remember right, Cabal 2 homepage looks different than some time ago. Maybe soon will be news. I hope so. That'd be nice. Cabal 2 was another game that I specifically mentioned, was actually the reason why somebody asked the question, how long is too long development? Games like Cabal 2 were the examples they gave. You drop in frames? Yeah, just my counter just says I just dropped 10 frames, so I believe you. Looks like we're normalizing out again, though. Who calls on Das phone again? Doop doop doo. I could be that guy here. There you go. Fix your frame rate. It's one man Wolfpack calling me, wants me to pick up the phone. They'll be fine. Don't feel bad for the party. They'll be fine. Cabal's soundtrack is just awesome. Well, that's good to hear. I'm in channel 1, one man. And actually, I'm going to use a teleport scroll and move to Crescentia. Cabal 2 is weird, been under development so long. The trailer they released 1 to 2 years ago showed dated graphics. That's one of we again talked about it on the show. Ask MMOBomb. That's a huge reason for development, is you end up with a game that looks like it should have come out years ago on release date. Max level the good man is 60. 60, 60, 60. Where were we going again? Oh, back to Celestial Hills. Do I play Mortal Online? What do you think about it? Nope. I have no desire to play Mortal Online. Their free-to-play conversion's a joke. You can only get your skills up to 60, but paid players can get to 100. What's the point? It's a trial. There's one man Wolfpack, also known as Blasphemous. Now, if you're asking about do I like Mortal Online, I am a fan of sandbox MMOs like that. However, I don't like their free-to-play conversion. Do I think free-to-play is going to keep Terra alive? For a while. For a while. Just like any other game. Irrelevant question. My hard drive sometimes makes sounds like popping popcorn. What might be the reason, guys? There can't be a good answer for that one. Yowza. I wish I had a bacon mustache. I wish I had a bacon mustache too, now that you bring it up. Use unstuck free teleport scroll every 20 minutes. Do I think Blade and Soul will be free to play? No. Wasn't it already leaked accidentally that it's going to have a sub overseas? There were photos of the game time cards, weren't there? Whoa. What game has the highest max level you ever heard? Final Fantasy 11 is up there now. It's in the 100, but that's not, or it's at 100, but that's not it. That, what is Fliff? I know is way up there. Fliff, Fly for Fun, whatever. Turf Battles had 300, never played that. Jade Dynasty is 150. I knew that one was up there too. Have you seen huge fish in the sky? Yes, the sky whales. In Terra, you'll see these huge fish just chilling in the sky, and they are the sky whales. Well, Fly FF just sounds silly. So Fliff, Flife, however you want to pronounce it. Fly FF just sounds silly. MU Online has 500 from what I remember. That's from the good man. Perfect. A friend told you that Perfect World has no max level, though I have no desire to play it. I'm not at max, and I haven't played Perfect World since the first look about a year and a couple of months ago. But I have played Forsaken World, and that has a cap. Max level in Cabal been raised to 190. Last expansion, episode 9. No, Aeon does not have a sky whale. Have you heard that there will be an MU2 online this year? I heard only today. I did not. But I've been working all day before it was time to stream, so I haven't been following any news that came out today. I can't remember. Shaman UK says I can't remember the name, but there was some Asian one that had around 180 or something. Might have been Repels or something similar. Oh, sorry. Every time I say that game's name, I kind of, I swell up all in here and gets a little hard to breathe. Alright, so let's go back to finding these damn dark imps. They keep saying they're right there, but I don't see them. I haven't heard that either. I'm assuming Spunkify is logged in. It's the same ID as I am again. Unless somebody has hacked Das MMOBomb account. Repels was absolutely terrible. Agreed. Thank you. Thank you. Even if that's your type of game, great, but that's fine. I got no problem with that, but God, they're just horribly managed. Horribly managed. Oh, see, look, global chat. Oh, this dude, Quantrum. Watch global chat. While we're playing, watch global chat now. Somebody wanted to ask what's wrong with global chat. Quantrum logged on. Watch global chat. Alright, so let's find these dark imps. That's not them. A night or two ago, Quantrum was doing nothing but spamming global chat with how people who play these games are sheep and they're gonna live in houses made of shit bricks, and it's, global chat gets fun, just as an entertainment spectacle. I didn't see this in the first look, but Need for Speed World seems pay to win, or is it just me? Since Spunkify's logged on there, I will let him answer you on that one. Okay, I'm getting these dark imps. Who is killing them? Like trade chat and WoW? Kind of. But it gets... I would actually, if you're going to compare it to WoW, if you have to make a WoW comparison, Baron's chat. I mean, vanilla Baron's chat. Even a little bit of BC. Where did you kill those 3 dark imps? I haven't seen one yet. They just spawned right here? Oh, I should have, like, actually touched the damn thing. Gotcha. This is gonna suck. I'd have a chance there. Oh, get out of there! Roll out of there! Crying out loud. See? Pop up right behind him like that. Shoot him in the ass. We got ads and everything. We gotta get the hell out of here. Hey, Wolfman, kill that thing. Yeah, lag is from Twitch, apparently. Nice. I am not dropping frames right now on XSplit, so you should be good. Ironfell tried, but if... Oh, I leveled. I was going to say, how the hell did they give me credit for that? Alright, back to turn it in. And what did I get for level 25? Giving me a crafting lesson, which I already know about. And the workshops. Okay, great. It's impossible to make an account on Path of Exile right now, says Spunkify. Gee, I wonder why. It is better seeing trolls in global chat than people speaking in Russian or Spanish. It gets annoying after a while. Eh, well, you know, not everybody speaks the same language. I actually don't have a problem when people start speaking another language in a global or a trade or whatever. And I don't really have a problem with the trolls, but if it bothers you, the first thing you're going to want to do when you boot up Terra is shut off that there global chat. Okay, Sanctum Mysterium is over the hill here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's ride. Once it goes free to play, will there be a new server? I don't think they have intentions of bringing a new server, which kind of concerns me initially. I mean, long term, they could probably stick with the, what is it, 3 that they have now. But I think they should put on one server and then merge it later after the first round of free-to-play people come in, and then people decide whether they like the game or not, and you have that normal export of people that leave. I think they should put in a 4th server for that, and then just merge it later. But I don't think they're going to. Since I speak 2 languages, I actually try to help those who ask questions in another language I understand. They typically just have questions like the rest of us. Because Spunkify, he'll love you. He'll love you a long time. He's asking Spunkify language, Spanish. Battlestar Galactica seems very pay to win. That one I agree with you, Max. That one is pay to win. Oh, he speaks Spanish. All right. Well, we're trilingual then, because I can do French.
Spend a moment here.
Trilingual MMOBomb. Pyre Round speaks German. Oh yeah. All right, we got to go that way now. Find Padraig near the Cardovec remnants. Yes, parlez-vous français? You didn't spell it didn't spell it right, but I got what you were saying. Oui, oui. Je parle français. I can do Russian. X-Wolf says I has French. Yeah, that's about right. It's not that they have other questions. I'm on TV. One man will pack. Yes, you're on TV. Woohoo! You are on live internet TV. So in the first look, which will be coming, I'm going to try and get that. I want to wait until we have a date, but I don't want to miss it, you know, by them surprising us and saying, oh, the date is February 1st on January 29th. So I'm probably going to record the first look soon, because the only real content going into the game when it goes free to play is the 3v3 PvP queuing, which obviously we really wouldn't cover in a first look. We'd just talk about the PvP modes, and then some later game content anyway, so the content doesn't impact the first look all that much. So I'm thinking about doing it next week, but we'll go through. It'll be like the Star Wars The Old Republic first look, instead of more traditional and let's take a look at the game. Nice, I'm getting all kinds of gear. Whatever I can't use, I will go ahead and thank you. Thank you, Wolfpack. I will I'll be doing more of a comparison like I did with SWTOR. Go look at that first look, and it'll show, you know, more differences between the free-to-play and the different subscriptions and what you have access to if you never played it before. Spreek ik German Deutsch? No. No. Russians are taking over? Okay. Okay. EU server in Terra is full with French people. Everyone. Hate them. Don't know why. Well, that's mean. Terra EU... that's French, too. The France belongs there. Time for you to turn. Sleep 1 a.m. there. Gold data, no problem. How am I liking Terra? I enjoy it. I played it at launch and in beta and subbed for a little while. Like I said, I enjoy the game. I just didn't enough to sub. Kind of like the Secret World. I enjoyed it, but not enough to keep my sub. And for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, a little longer on Secret World, that's all I've been playing has been Secret World and Terra. From Latvia, just no light Russian. So there you go, guys. That's a little bit of Terra for you, a little sneak peek. Go, if you want to, play the Discovery Edition in the North America. It is free to level 28, and you'll be able to roll your account into Locan Sorcerers is what I need now. You'll be able to roll your account into a free-to-play account when it actually officially does go free-to-play. Anyone tried Game Globe? Similar to Roblox? I would say no. I actually really enjoyed Game Globe. Obviously, it's a time killer. It's a Facebook game for all intents and purposes. You're not going to sit there for 70 hours and play. Well, you might. I mean, there are a couple of those levels that get addictive. Ah! I thought I could roll. I didn't have it on cooldown. I like Game Globe, though. I will rage a bit if Terra EU won't keep trial characters. I don't see, Guessly, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. I mean, it just makes sense for them to do something similar, even though it is Gameforge, and they did some things that I didn't like with Aeon. Oh, look, Global Chat's talking about penis. Yeah, it's Gameforge. Would you like to use all the chat channels? $5, please. Yeah, that was me hitting the wrong button. Bring the cryptographs in. It's hilarious how I casually said penis. That's global chat. Yeah, talking about penis. Classy global chat. I don't even want to know what Jesus Juice is if you're looking at chat right now. Now we need Berserkers. Too many games like the Settlers Online. I wish there was more strategy games like the Command & Conquers or StarCraft. Well, you got Command & Conquer Online. You were going to get Generals too, but now you're going to get Command & Conquer Online instead. Which, if you've listened to the free-to-play cast, I have reservations about, but I am hopeful because I am also a big Command & Conquer fan. More so than a StarCraft fan. Although I do have StarCraft. StarCraft 2, but I'm more Command & Conquer. Yeah, the PyR round, you're right. Those make their way into global chat as well. Guessly's totally right. It's just normal. Why does everything have to be online in its name? You know, that's funny. I think it makes sense for companies that have multiple branding on similar products like Command & Conquer, Command & Conquer 2, Command & Conquer Red Alert, Command & Conquer Online. It makes sense to brand it separately like that. But you're right, there are a bunch of games where it's like Mortal Online. Okay, what would you have been? You're either an online game or you're not if you only have one IP like that. Or not one IP, one title. Are you waiting for WildStar? Free-to-play cast doesn't seem too excited for it. I'm super excited for it, and like I said, we actually talked about it briefly on the free-to-play cast that will go up this week. It's also mentioned on Ask MMOBomb that will go up this week, where I answer somebody's question about games stuck in development hell. I am very excited about WildStar. Is this just a bad graphic? Yeah. But I grow more and more concerned the longer and longer it takes for it to come out. I mean, when you win Most Anticipated Awards 2 years in a row, that's kind of weird. And I think they're going to go pay to play because it's NCSoft. Already answered, will Blade and Soul be buy to play? Obviously, I'm not speaking 100% sure, but I'm assuming that it's going to, at this time, that it's going to carry a sub. I believe I remember seeing a story a little while ago about some leaked pictures of some paid game time cards in Korea that somebody saw in a convenience store and snapped a picture of before they were taken off the shelf. So I'm guessing at this time it's going to be sub-based. No idea what WildStar is. Google WildStar Online or Google Carbine Studios. How Age of Empires Online doing? Is it pay to win? I wouldn't say it's pay to win, but there's definitely advantages to paying. Although the Age of Empires Online is only being supported now, there's no further content being developed for it. Last you heard, Age of Empires was pay to win. When it originally came out, it was totally pay to win. And they made changes to it, and now there's some advantages to paying, but it's not as crippling as it used to be. And like I said, you're not getting any new content on that one anymore. Hi, Dunkers. Oh, Dunker said knows of Wildstar. Don't remember much about it, though. Jordan, will Blade and Soul be buy-to-play? No, I already answered that. New GP, chance packs coming to Black Right Retribution. For anyone that plays, check out their Facebook. Well, guys, that is all the time we have for today. I believe Global has summed it up nicely. Until next time, guys, stay safe. We'll see you on the servers.